Alrighty, what's up y'all? So today I'm just popping in for a friendly reminder to take care of your Steed. I know I've talked about this before, most likely, I think. I can't remember all the crap I talk about. I say stuff and then I record stuff and then I put it on YouTube. I watch it, then I forget. So, in case you haven't seen any of my past videos, I am a maintenance kind of stickler. I like to take care of my bike, right? Like I love to keep my bike, my anythings, as new as possible, and you know I got my own personal reasons for that, and it's because I'm not rich. Like I can't afford to buy new stuff all the time. Like I do okay, but I don't want my bike to break down. I don't want my cars to break down. I don't want anything to break down or be beyond repair to a point where it's going to start costing me dollars. So much so to the point where I would either have to spend enough money to fix the bike that would might as well buy a new bike, or I just had to buy a new bike or a new anything at all. So anyway, I've said in the past, the last couple videos, I got new tires. Man, my bike felt like it was riding good. Damn, this is smooth. I got the new chain. I said, damn, this new chain feeling smooth. Just yesterday, I decided, hey, let me look at my mileage count and see where I'm at for spark plugs and air filter, because hey, it's been a minute and I need to go ahead and check it. I checked, my air filter was kind of scungy. Spark plugs were a little dingy, a little tinged, not necessarily corroded, but they are subject to intense heats, and they are spark plugs, which mean they literally spit lightning. That's what makes your engine go boom, 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 right? So if your bike's idling a little weird, it's not always indicative of a problem, but usually a crappy idle could possibly mean a crappy ride or any type of crappy acceleration. Sometimes accelerating hard does kind of overrule a crappy idle, but generally crappy idle is indicative of some type of problem, either with your fuel injectors, spark plugs, air not getting into it could be a number of things. I wasn't experiencing any of those things, yet I decided to check anyway, or at least I thought I wasn't, because my bike sounded fine, it rode fine, it felt fine, but over time I just got used to how my bike was slowly declining in performance. Like if something major happens, you pop a tire or blow a gasket, or your oil filter flies off, that's an immediate, hey, there's something wrong. But over time, performance degrades and you just kind of get used to it, to where you're like, oh no, my bike's still running fine. I urge you, if you have not done so, and a lot of you riders out there haven't, I'm not going to generalize, but I know you haven't, check those oil filters, not just the chain, not just your standard T-clocks stuff. I mean, just a smidge above and beyond that to make sure your inside parts are running is what they should be at optimal performance levels. So you might not do it yourself, you might take it to go get done, but if you have not done either, I urge you to do so. I had a it wasn't packed, but under the bottom of my fuel tank there is a return, right? So recycled fuel goes back in. There's also a catch, an overflow valve, that which if you fill up too much gas, it goes inside the tank lid here and it pops off to the side and goes down. I just happened to pop those hoses off because I had to take my tank off to get to my air box to get to my air filter, and then I had to get my air box off in order to get to my spark plugs. When I put my tank back on, I inspected my tank just because I wanted to check it. That runoff was clogged. I don't know why. I don't know what it was. It looked like leaves or something. I don't know, like leaves, multiple leaves, or some type of sediment got in there, and I'm like, I don't know how that happened, when it happened, why it happened, but just me doing random maintenance, I saw an issue, cleaned it out, got no problems. Put the spark plugs in. I checked the old spark plugs. They weren't horrible, but they were well over the recommended. What the I hate people so much. All of them. Not you, but them. They. You know who they are. Anyway, lady, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm about to pull off into the woods and just wait and come back out when I've calmed down. My spark plugs are supposed to be changed or checked at about 7,500 miles. I changed them last about 13,000 miles ago, almost double the respected interval. Respected? Good God, she pissed me off so bad I can't even think. Double the expected interval which is the same thing I did last time because I got a little lax on my maintenance and I wasn't paying attention. The air filter check was right around on time. I think I might have been 2,000 or 3,000 miles over. I mean, it's not horrible, but you know, it could always be better. Cleaned the air filter, regenerated it with the spray, and oh my glob, the first start on this bike. Fuel pump. Gas. On off button. It took a second because I had to repressurize the fuel lines. I'm like, oh crap, I did something wrong, my bike's not going to start. Once it started, the sound was immediately evident. Like, I could hear the exhaust notes were different. I'm like, what the I just cleaned out the airbox and changed the spark plugs. Well, my spark plugs are brand new, which means they're probably sparking and running more efficiently. The airbox was a little dirty. I cleaned it. I cleaned the air filter, so now the bike can breathe a little better. And then now when I first accelerated on the freeway, holy crap, I thought she had some shit in get before, but man, this ain't no super sport. But hello, okay, that was cool. This ain't no super sport, but she got some go fast, and her go fast was improved by the fact that she can now breathe as opposed to having a clogged intake. Like, it's the equivalent of you trying to go for a run with a stuffy nose. Yeah, you can do it. It's gonna suck. You're not gonna be breathing optimally. Your lungs are gonna struggle. But now when you take that run again after you got some of that Nasonex up in you and you breathe right, boom, all the difference. So my bike is accelerating amazingly now, even better so than she was before. The idle is smooth. The takeoff is smooth generally, if slow as people were in front of me. And then the overall feel of the bike is just much smoother. So again, if you have not checked your chain, your tires a little farther beyond the T-clocks, I'm talking about the chain for links, the chain for worn out segments, the chain for busted O-rings, lube it, check your tires for round spots, check your tires for flat spots, check your tires for indentations, too thin of a tread, and then check your spark plugs, your air filter, the quality of your fuel. Put some seafoam or some type of fuel additive in there that would clean those fuel injectors out. I was a little weary on seafoam, watched a couple videos on it, and seafoam has been my go-to for the last few weeks. My bike has just felt so much better. So, check your Steed, maintain it, because I need people to ride with. I need y'all to be out here. I'm out.